Most welcome back again. My guest on Reveal is Christian Atsu. I'm enjoying the story and I hope you certainly are too. So, post-final, what happened? Why did you leave final?
I left Feyenoord because there was a situation where my mom wanted me to really go to school, And I had that problem with Feyenoord because they spoke with Feyenoord that they want me to really go to school. And Feyenoord also were thinking that no, the guy has a talent and he can make it to Feyenoord. But then I had some situation, then I have to go back home, Then Cheetah bought me where I can go to school.
You're talking about Cheetah, it's another football club.
Yeah, Cheetah.
At Feyenoord, I mean, they have the facilities up to, let's say, classes?
No, JSS3.
It's JSS3.
Yeah.
Right on to JSS3. So it means you completed JSS3 at Feyenoord. And you wanted to go to secondary school?
I was in secondary school. First level, yeah.
Oh, exactly. But your parents wanted you home?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little bit strange. But anyway, so you moved back home and Cheetah FC also saw your talent and they bought you.
Yeah.
How was the experience, the different experiences like? You having to go to Feyenoord to develop talent and now a football club, for that matter, wanted you?
Okay, yeah. At Cheetah, the facilities were quite difficult, with balls and with better coaches, and with sometimes food. But this is something that I have to go through. So I take it as a life. This is what I have to go through, and I have to work hard towards it because I'm in Cheetah now. I'm not in Feyenoord. I don't have to look back. I have to move forward.
Exactly. So moving forward, what was that big point for you where you had a chance to move abroad? Can you take us through it?
Yeah, I was playing. I was playing at Kaswa with Cheetah, and Cheetah has an agent from Portugal. I think he's Canadian, but he basically based in Portugal. So he saw me and he said, "Oh, I want this guy and I want him to go to Porto." So from there, then I went to Porto, junior side. Then I trained with them 3 days, and then they gave me 6 months. They gave me 6 months contract.
Yeah. I mean, how did you feel that time when the announcement was, made?
I was very happy, to play FC Porto, one of the best clubs in Portugal. And it's not easy, but this is what has happened, So I was really excited about it.
How, when did this happen? About 2 years or 3 years ago?
Yeah, 2.5 years ago.
2.5 years ago. And so basically you've been at Porto all those while after that.
Yeah.
And how difficult is it, to adjust to the system? Because first, the language, the weather and all that. How did you adjust?
For the weather, it wasn't easy for me. I was really cold. And for the language, when I went there, they started speaking Portuguese with me. They said, you have to learn Portuguese. So when I said, okay, yeah, I'm in Portugal, then I have to learn Portuguese. But they have some people who speak English and also Portuguese. So sometimes they translate to me if I can't understand it.
So you can speak the language now?
Yes, I understand.
Can you just give us a brief one sentence? It's really interesting to hear you speak.
Okay.
Perhaps I have to ask a question.
Also Christian. Also Christian.
What's that?
I'm Christian.
You're Christian.
Yeah.
Anyway, so obviously you were then at Porto. You wanted to get to the top, ranks, and the opportunity came when you trained with the first team. That is when we all got to know about a certain Christian Atsu in Portugal. How did that happen for you?
I played in the junior team of FC Porto 2 years. My first season wasn't easy. I had some injuries, so we couldn't win the Portuguese league for the junior side. Then my next season, we won the league, and I was most variable player. So they called me for their last game in the senior side, their last game against my team. And I went and sat on the bench, but
I just itching to go, but it just didn't come.
Yes.
Sometimes, they keep on saying you have to be patient and wait for your time. But at other times, for young players like you, the blood, everything just right there, hoping to go. How are you able to handle yourselves?
Okay, because I wanted to play football. I love football. I really do love football. So every time I try to encourage myself when I'm down, even because I love the game. I try to play. I try to work hard, and I try to take advice from my senior players over there, and the coaches also. They love me, so I try to take advice from them. It wasn't easy, but by God's grace.
Who are your mentors? Talk about footballers in the world.
I love Messi. Yeah, I love his style of play.
Why? What's so special about his style?
He can dribble 2, 3, 4, 5 players, which is very good. If you have, as a footballer, if you have this kind of talent, then you are really special. You know? And he's also, aside football, he's a very humble guy.
The humility aspect. Yes. And then at Porto, you also compare to Hulk. I mean, I see the two of you, and these are two contrasting players altogether. One a striker, one a midfielder. Why that comparison?
Okay, there was a game that we played in Germany. We played a friendly game against a second division side, and Hook was playing on the right side. I was playing. Yes.
Okay, Hook.
He was playing on the right side, and I was playing on the left side. And that game we won 11-0. It was really a great game for Hook and I. So,
this was pre-season or something?
Yeah, it was pre-season. And from that day they started to call me Mini Hook, this, you are the next Hook. Yeah. And also I won the FIFA Blue Stars with FC Porto, and I won the Portuguese League also. So from there they said, oh, this guy is going to be the next, but I'm not listening to what they say. I'm just concentrating on my game. So.
And after that, you get a call up to the national team. How did that come to you? Were you expecting it?
You know, my dream when I was in Feyenoord was to play the national team. It is something that I really want to do, and I want to do it and play for my nation. I love when players play for their nation, and I'm watching them. So I said, I want to play the national team also. So when I went to Portugal, this was what was in my mind: to play the national team, to play for my country, to defend my nation every time. So I said, no, then I have to play for the national team. So when I was called for the national team, I was really excited.
Really excited.
Yes.
And you got into the team. I mean, so it means basically you've been following the exploits of the team.
Yeah.
And how did you think when we were knocked out by Uruguay at the World Cup?
Okay, I will congratulate the players who went to the World Cup that year. They played, they really did well, and they made me proud. And people were looking at Ghanaian players as they have good quality, good qualities. So I was happy, even we were out, but with their performance, I was very happy. I was proud, really proud to be a Ghanaian, and I wanted to play for the national team.
How did the Portuguese react to that?
They said, you lost your game, but your country, they are really good.
Your favorite Black Stars players?
Okay, I like Abedi Pele.
The maestro.
Yeah, the maestro.
Also a left-footed player.
Exactly.
And all that. What do you hope to achieve now that you're in the team? Obviously, trying to get into the first 11. What do you hope to achieve, let's say, in the next 5-10 years?
5-10 years, I would like to be a useful player for the Black Stars, and also to win Champions League with my club, and also to play in Spanish League or England League. This is what I really want to achieve.
Exactly. And so, I mean, you're a young man trying to get it up there, 20 years of age. People usually look at footballers and they say, you have lots of money. Is that the real thing on the ground?
Okay, football now, yes, I would say there's a lot of money in football, but the money is not for for the lazy people. The money is for people who want to work hard. Yes, so if you are a lazy footballer, you cannot get money.
Yeah,
you have to
working.
work hard.
Yeah.
Work hard, and then by God's grace, I always say by God's grace, because there are some people, they are really good in football, but without the grace of God, they can't get to where they are going. So by God's grace, if you work hard and you keep following God with what you are doing, then I believe you get to the top.
Now, we came to the car park when the Blasters had their training session. Class C, you know, the finest cars available in the world. They were all just littered all around. Are you the type who also likes, you know, such things, houses and all that?
Yeah, as a footballer, if you have money, you have to buy a house, you have to get a car. This is the life. You can't stay at where you were staying, you know, you have to move forward. So it's something that not only footballers, but others also do, you know, to be good in life, but also the biggest aspect in it is to be humble, to be very humble.
Are you married?
No, I'm not married. I'm too young to marry. I'm too young to marry.
Oh, why? You're 20 years.
Yes, I'm 20 years.
Yes. And you have everything.
No, I don't have everything. I don't have everything. I'm now coming up, you know.
You have a girlfriend?
Yes, I have a girlfriend.
What's her name?
Claire Rupio. She's in Germany.
She's in Germany. A German?
A German, yeah, a German.
Wow. So you went the foreign way. What would you say out there to girls, you know, who are fond of you, who want to experience you, let's say, watch you on the field of play? What message do you have for them?
What I would say is they should be praying for me. You know, they are my fans, and they have to pray for me for everything to work on well. And also, I would say I give thanks to them for all my fans outside for supporting me in everything that I was doing. So.
When I asked you to say a few words in Portuguese, you went the Christian way. I'm a Christian. How big a role is Christianity or your religion in the things you do?
For me, in my life, I would say the greatest thing that I really want to do, you know, is go to play football, but I am really a religious person, and without God is my life. God is my life. God is my everything. With the level that I am now, I will give big thanks to God, you know. So I always try to do what God says, even though the Bible says, and we know that God causes all things to work together for good to those who love Him and to those who are called according to His purpose. So if you follow God, then I believe everything will be okay.
Exactly.
God is everything.
And I look forward to the day you score your first goal for the Black Stars.
Okay.
Christian Atsu is the name. On behalf of the crew, most definitely the hardworking Francis Nkrumah, Eddie Michael Jr., Nana Kwekwedia, and the rest of the people who made the show a success, we say bye for now. Do watch out for Christian Atsu.